Hi, thanks for watching this first video of the PixAppy Designer. PixAppy is a full web platform which is still in beta version. It allows you to create outstanding interactive rich media content in html5. Today we'll see how to create your first project using PixAppy Designer and how to use the basics of the tool. So first, let's connect to our PixAppy account using the login password. When you are logged, you can see a new link here called My Creations. To create your project, go to My Creations and click on Create. This opens the project data form. Enter the project name, let's say my first project, the category it belongs to, let it photos for example, and add short description of your project. This is not mandatory, and then click on Create. You are now directed to the web designer, which is the main stage of our tutorial. What we're going to do today is to create a very simple interactive content with just a photo and a button. And when we click on the button, the photo shows up or hides. But before starting our project, let me just tell you a few words about the three basic concepts of the PixAppy Designer. The first one, layers, which is like in Photoshop, define areas where you can put your content. The second widget, the widgets, which define the kind listed here, which define the kind of content and animations you can use. The last one, actions, which allow you to add interactivity to your creations. And we'll see this in a few minutes. But let's start by adding our first layer. For that, you have to go to this icon. You can either click on it or just drag and drop it on into my workspace and rename it my photo, for instance. We can do the same with the second layer here. As you can see, the layers are added here also in the list. Can rename it my button. We can, to make things more clear, we can display the grid, so we can see our workspace more clearly. And as you can see here, when I click on one of the layers, I can display here the list of the properties like the name, the wide, the high, the visibility, the background colors, and so on. Here we are. So now the next step is to add the photo to my photo layer. What you have to know is that to add a photo to a layer, you have to use the widget, specific widget image, which allows me to add or attach images to the layers. So I have to take the layer image and drag and drop it. And when you click on the widget properties, as expected, the only properties of this widget is the image. So I can load the image by clicking on this icon. Load, get the image from my hard drive and select it first and click on OK. So the image is automatically attached to my layer here. For my button layer, I don't need to add any image. All I need to do is just display a label, let's say my button. For that, I have a specific layer, specific widget, which allows me to add text to the layers. I have this one. To drag and drop it into either widget space, widget zone, or to the layer on my workspace. Click on it so I can display the text zone, write my label, my button. We can change the police like this, the size, and center the text. I can add some visual to the layer. For that I have to go to the display the layers properties, add some background colors, like this, add border radius 5 pixel for instance, add the margin 10, and add shadow. So let's see the result. For that I can use the overview functionality, which allows me to see the result of my creation. That seems good, but we don't have any interactivity yet. To add the interactivity, for that we need to understand what the actions means and how to implement them. This is very easy. All you need to know is that each widget we have a specific embedded actions which are automatically displayed when we perform a setup. Here we want to make the photo showing and hiding when we click on this button. For that we use a specific widget which allows the photo to show and hide. It's like a property, specific property, which can be triggered by any event. So I add this show hide property to my photo, and then I go back to my button, which is the trigger, which will trigger this property, and click on actions, this icon, to add action, like this one. I select the event, click the target, which is my photo, the widget I have to trigger, which is the show hide widget, and the list of actions available for this widget, and I choose the toggle. Click on OK, and that's it. Now let's go back to the view mode and see what the result. When I click on my button, the image disappears and appears. To complete the project, I need to have a snapshot of my project to use it as the front image. So for that I have to click here on the photo, and I get a snapshot of my project, which will be used as the front image, as I said. And to end the project, I don't forget to save it and then publish it to be seen on PixAppy platform. And when I publish my project, the platform generates automatically the iframe code, which can be put in my website, for instance, or embedded in some websites to show the project, your creation. Let's go back to my project list now. Okay. Here I go to my creations and view the list mode, and I can see here my project, which is displayed here. And as you can see, the first time I create a project, it's by default set to private. So to make it visible on the platform, we have to change it to public, and that's it. Now if we go back to this to the platform, the project will be displayed here. Back to the end. Here it is, the project. I can like it if I want. And let's log out from my account to see what people looking to PixAppy can see. Here is my project here. To see my project, yeah, you can just click on it, and then it is displayed in this pop-in screen, and I can just click on it. So here we have our first project without writing any code, and in HTML5. I hope that you have enjoyed this video tutorial, and see you soon for more videos and more functionalities on PixAppy. Bye.